Hey, everybody, listen, it's Trending Topics Wednesday, and I'm glad to see everybody in the building. Y'all know what y'all gotta do. Y'all gotta hit that like button, okay? Hit the like button. That's your ticket on this train ride. So make sure y'all hit the like button, because every time I go back and check, y'all know what happens. Y'all cheating the sister, okay? Y'all cheating the diva. So hit that like button, people. That's your ticket on the train. We got some good topics tonight. We're going to do an update on the brick situation. And I mean, when I say update, a quick smidget of an update, and I'm moving on. Okay, that's what we're doing with that story. And then we're going to get into it. That Maryland cop, ooh, his wife spoke out. His wife spoke out. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Whole hot mess. Okay. Then we're gonna talk about that mom. Remember that mom who had the 6-year-old that pow the teacher? Well, they had her out on bond and told her she just got to walk the straight line. Don't fall to the left, don't fall to the right. Well, she fell to the left, the right, the front, and the back. She had to go for drug testing, show up for drug counseling. She did none of the above. That mother's going to get cleaned up, okay? And they're going to throw the book at her. But we're going to talk about her. We're going to talk about Keke and her baby daddy. I'm a mother. Well, that mother is back with her baby daddy because they was at the Beyonce concert together. And see, that's why, you know what? When you got a friend and her and her man, or him and his girl, or whatever the case may be, when they get into it, you stay out of it. Because I guarantee you, 9.9 times out of 10, those two are going to get back together. It's a mess. Mind your business. Let them do what they do. And when your friend call you, just be like, okay. Oh, you had a fight? Oh, okay. All right, I'm praying for y'all. And your prayer ain't even going to have to be a long prayer, because before you even hang up the phone, those two will be back together again. I promise you that. Just mind your business. Don't even worry about it, okay? Then, if you didn't get to see my video, Wendy Williams is not doing well. I don't know if we're going to get to it, but Wendy is not doing well. Not at all. She thinks she's still married to Kevin Hunter. It's a hot mess. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. But listen, people, we're going to get into it. We're about to board this train for Wednesday night trending topics. Y'all know what I need. That's right, Miss G. Thank you so much. I appreciate you telling people to hit the like button, okay? Come on now. They're going to get back together. I promise you that. Y'all know what we need in this chat. We need a what? Choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. I'm about to board this train for Wednesday night trending topics. Y'all know what y'all got to do to get in this building. All y'all got to do is hit the like button. I'm about to bring the people in the building, okay, so we can have a little chit chat, because the platform is loaded and I'm about to board the train. Hey, wait, let me see. Hey, Sebastian.
I am disgusted by the lack of likes. After all that happened last night, we went raw and full real. And y'all still did not like this button.
Oh my God, that's how
Come
they do
on,
it.
y'all, press the like button, or else y'all ain't gonna get no more.
Shame on every single one of y'all.
Prime time.
Shame.
Like that like button, y'all, and subscribe.
I may have to drag you guys like I dragged Sherry Shepherd, and we all know that's not nice.
Ooh.
I don't go hard with her.
Woo.
Yeah, we gonna have to turn it into like a drag the chat tonight.
Okay.
Come on. Hey. Wait, let me see. They playing games with the like button. You know what? I'm not gonna work tomorrow.
You ain't working tomorrow, Diva?
I ain't working tomorrow. I'll take it off. Because the people don't appreciate me anyway. I'm taking it off tomorrow. Okay, I know you do.
You already took your vacation. You can't take no more.
She get ready to put the out of order sign on the train tomorrow.
Out of order.
On the train.
Don't make me catch a plane now. Don't make me catch a
Security.
The rest of the week. Listen, people, let's get into this, because you know why.
Okay.
We got stuff.
Can I give some updates real quick?
What happened?
Can I give some updates real quick?
Go ahead, give your updates. Sure.
Ruby Frankie was officially charged today in the courtroom with 6. She was charged with 6 counts of abuse for the abuse thing. So she was officially charged. And
who was charged, Dustin?
that
Ruby
that
Frankie.
YouTuber.
The eight passengers. The 8 passengers were showing.
8 passengers, yeah.
Oh, I thought he said Ruby Freeman.
No.
Okay.
Okay, listen, guys. Okay, thank you, Dustin, for that update. Everybody mute yourself because I'm about to get into these stories real quick. That's right, Robin. I'm going on straight. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a union. Does YouTube have a union? Somebody find out for me. What's the YouTube union? Okay, get on.
No, you know they ain't got no union.
Okay, listen,
They
guys.
need one.
All right, mute. I'm about to get into stories. Now, listen, guys. With this story with the girl with the brick, there's so many stories going on now, and you know what happens once somebody comes out with something. You got everybody coming out the woodworks, claiming to be there, claiming to know them, claiming to know what happened. I don't know if this particular guy is real or not, but we're gonna hear his claim of him being there, and I'm gonna say one final word on this story, and we're gonna move forward. So let me go ahead and share my screen, because this brother claims he I think this is it. He was at, the situation. We're gonna see. Okay, let's hear what he got to say.
Was there when the girl got hit by the brick for not giving her number up. I think he's a Somalia guy who's from the same neighborhood or whatever, because he said everybody in that community knows that she's a troublemaker, and he even said if it happened again, he would not do nothing again. So check it out. Tell me what y'all think.
I was one of the guys who was there that did not help her when she was getting hit with the brick, right? I feel like people need to know the whole story before they start commenting and say things they don't understand or they don't know. You guys don't even remember who you guys are trying to defend, who you guys are trying to speak up for. This is the same woman that was going around smacking white people in the streets. She's not innocent. She was actually taunting the guy to hit her. Why would I go defend somebody that's actually looking for trouble? This woman, she is literally a troublemaker. Everybody that knows her in our community knows she's a troublemaker. I'm not going to risk my life over somebody that's actually out there looking for trouble. If you go on social media, online, you're going to see some of her antic videos, taunting people, looking for a reaction. Well, she got what she been looking for, and you guys are giving her the attention that she was actually seeking for. I don't regret not standing up for her. If you look at some of the videos, I was there. I don't regret nothing whatsoever. I don't regret standing up for her. I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying that any men have a right to hit a woman, especially with a brick. Nobody deserves that. But at the end of the day, there's more to the story. She's not as innocent as she's trying to portray herself to be. She wants attention. She's an attention-seeker woman. She's trying to go viral, and you guys have given her what she wanted. Yes, she did get hit by a brick. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was standing by doing nothing. And if that shit happened again in the same circumstances, I will watch. Because she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. She was taunting the guy. She was calling him all type of names. She was degrading him to a point where he resulted in picking up a brick and hitting him. I don't condone that type of behavior, but once again, she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. I remember a while back, she's posting videos going around in public, literally smacking old white people in the face. For what? And now you get hit by a brick, and now you want to cry wolf? And I don't care. You wanted trouble, you got trouble. That's why I'll still buy and watch. So oh man, that whole situation got me upset.
Ooh, child. The people, where do we find these people at? But that was him. He's a hot mess. And that's it, and that's all. We're gonna move forward. Hit the like button. Okay. I wish that girl well. And listen, if this is the future men in the world, I would stay single for life. What type of man is going to sit there and watch somebody hit a female? The brothers I know, even when you getting too close in an argument with a chick, they be like, okay, back down. Come on now. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let her go. And they'll be like, go ahead. Go on, shorty. Go on. Just keep going. Just keep walking. But we're going to move forward because we got stories to get into. Okay? Men, do better. That's all I'm going to say. Hashtag do better, man. So the next story we're going to get into, okay, is what's the story? Okay, wait, I'm sorry. Let me this is in my background. Okay. The reason why this thing our thing is called We Need Help, because all of these people we about to talk about tonight, they need help. All different type of help, but they need help. So last night we talked about the cop who got jiggy with it while on duty. Well, more's coming out. Yeah, he got a wife. Like I told you, he was familiar with that chick. Allegedly, she's the mistress. He got a wife. The wife spoke out. And then the person that did the video spoke out. So first, let's go to the video. We'll go to the video. Well, you know what? First, let's hear from the wife. We got to hear from the wife. Let's hear from the wife. Because the wife.
Let's give the wife some mercy.
Yeah, give the wife some mercy because she pissed. Okay, I think this is the one I want to show. Let me see. That's the one. Okay. So Maryland cops suspended at the hookup video. Wife drags him too. Wife dragged him for filth. So he like chocolate. Shout out to him. He like his chocolate, okay? The Maryland police officer who was spotted kissing a woman and then getting into the back of the patrol car with her has been suspended. His wife is slamming both of them. The Prince George County Police Department said late Tuesday, not long after the video clip went viral, it was aware of the video and immediately launched the investigation. An update hours later said the officer had been suspended. The officer in question is Francisco Marlet, according to the CBS News in Baltimore, and a woman named Paula, his wife, okay, who says she's Francisco's wife, has been going off on him and the other woman. She wrote on Facebook, "There goes my husband and his mistress," and told someone in the comments she's not doing okay. Partly because the video constantly pops up on my effing newsfeed, and I have to constantly rewatch it over and over again. Okay. She said, "Thank you, everyone. Yes, this is a very tough time for me and my kids, and embarrassing and painful as this is. Please check in on us. We need the support and love, and most of all, respect from the community and our families." Yes, I know what's been going on. She said, "I know." She's telling the truth. I give her that. She said, "No, I'm not updating anyone on this situation after today." Now she knows she done added the girl's name. She said Virginia's husband left her behind a long time ago because she cheated. So she and my husband decided to do this behind my back for years. She said, "I'm not seeking anyone else's input. I don't need anyone's opinion. My life is my life. I will make my decisions accordingly. I love you all, except for you, Virginia." She said, "You can rot in hell, B." That's the mistress, okay? She told Virginia to rot, all right? By the way, there was another video that made rounds online, allegedly showing another Prince George County cruiser in the same area with a woman hopping into that one too. It's unclear who the people are in this video, though. Now that county know what's going on. They know their cops is being messy. But let me tell you something. It's not just about this guy having a mistress. He's problematic. Now, let me show you this other video. He's very problematic, and they knew about him being problematic for a while. So we're going to hear this video here. Let me see. I think I have it wide enough there. Okay, hopefully everybody can see in here. Let me play this.
We were just trying to have a good time, go to play soccer.
Nelson Ochoa says he was in South Lawn Park in Oxon Hill on Labor Day enjoying a game of soccer with other families when a Prince George's County police cruiser pulled up and parked. He doesn't know what made him start to record, but he did.
As soon as I started recording, a car pulled up and then a young lady came out.
He recorded the two appearing to embrace and kiss and then get into the back of the officer's squad car.
We couldn't believe what we were seeing. And then what really made us go like, wow, like this is crazy is when, like I said, when the car started rocking a little bit to the left and right, that's when we were like, wow, this is crazy. And broad daylight with kids around. He was in the car for about 35 to 40 minutes.
Afterward, he says both quickly drove away in separate directions. Prince George's County Police released a statement on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying they were aware of the video and are investigating to determine the circumstances. They tell the I-Team they have identified the officer, though they have not released his name. Multiple police sources tell me it's Francesco Marlet, seen here in this picture. We reported on him back in 2016 when he was accused of beating his then-girlfriend's 3-year-old son. In 2019, the father of that child told me in an exclusive interview that he was trying to keep Marlet away from his son.
he would say, "Daddy, Francesco," which is his mom's boyfriend, hits me in my face and hits me in my stomach, and he's really mean.
According to the boy's medical records, the 3-year-old was spanked, resulting in a head injury. The Prince George's officers who responded that day ruled it an accident. A grand jury disagreed and charged Marlette. But after agreeing to anger management, Marlette never stood trial. The charges were dropped, his record expunged, and he was back on the force. His attorney declined to comment on the case at the time. A few years later, Marlette is making news again, now, in this viral video.
I woke up this morning and it had 2 million views already.
Ochoa says he hopes police will take a close look at what's going on in this video.
Yeah, I'm glad I caught all of that on camera so Prince George can see the type of officers they have in office, working for them, supposedly protecting the community.
It's like hard being on your own for the first time and then something like this happens directly.
So this is very sad because also I read other another article where he put his hand on the child. He put his hand on one of his girlfriend's children. The baby was passed out, and when the mother came into the room, he was giving CPR and resuscitating the baby. He got issues. But he got issues that they know about. So I'm wondering, why is he even still on the force? Sebastian, what are your thoughts with this update on the cop wanting to get jiggy with it?
He really loves his chocolate. That's one of his biggest priorities. We can see that. Two, obviously, I always have sympathy for the kids. I love the kids. If he did do what they're saying that he did, probably, well, no, he spanked the kid and everything. He did do it, not what they say. He did do it. So therefore he should, well, they expunged the record and they closed that case. So I don't think they can really do anything anymore. But for the indecent exposure that was done at the park, because there were children there, he should be charged for that. I'm glad the police force suspended him. It happened very quickly. This is something that it could have been taken weeks, if not, but with social media, a lot of things happen quickly. I did say yesterday, we don't know if she was an informant or anything, but now look, she's actually just the mistress, y'all. So that means she knew this guy and everything, and they probably were hooking up prior to even this incident. They were doing it multiple times. She is the side piece. I think this, though, I hope that the wife does not go back to him, because that post kind of gave me that she's willing,
she never left him. They've been at this for years.
So I feel like
he got arrested in 2015. This is 2023. He got arrested in 2015 for doing that to the child's, to his girlfriend's child, right? So girlfriend has been dealing with this for years. You notice in her post she said, "My life is my business. I ain't about to explain to nobody." And she told Virginia she hopes she rots and where. But Virginia ain't the problem, boo. Your husband is.
Well, Virginia isn't Virginia allegedly her friend?
No, Virginia is the mistress.
Okay, but how does she know the mistress? How did she know that the mistress was married and everything? That means they have some type of relationship together.
Yeah, she didn't have to have no type of relationship with her. She could just know, because when you got two people and they're both their spouse are cheating, they start to talking. So okay. She knows that Virginia's husband left her. She know all the business. There's a lot of articles on this story. But the real point is he's problematic.
He is very problematic.
He needs to get fired.
And also, this opens the conversation. Should people with expunged records be able to get a second chance and work in legal operations? Because if his record was never expunged, he would have never been able to go into the force.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stay connected to the story, Sebastian. He was already a cop when he did that, and they pushed the whole thing under the rug. They let him get away with it, and then they just let him get back to working because he never went to trial for the situation.
Maybe child abuse should not be something that can be expunged. In my opinion, I don't think it should be.
Right. Let me move on to in my opinion. In my opinion, what are your thoughts? And yes, they should have went to a hotel.
Listen here. First of all, I was thinking he was problematic last night. I think he's hella problematic now. I think they should lock him up. And I think he shouldn't be allowed out because, yeah, he's a danger to everybody. He's a danger to everybody. So, yeah.
Hot mess. Wayne, your thoughts?
I'm like you. I mean, she should have been trying to check.
You skipped E.
Oh, I'm sorry, E. Don't worry, but guys, y'all know if I do.
Okay, no, it's okay, Diva. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wayne. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You know, like she should be checking her husband, and it's, you know, you have some women that, and you can't fault them. I mean, or pass judgment. I mean, she has a family they got to be taken care of, and everybody say, "Go on and leave him. Go on and do this," you know. And she's probably not, especially if he hasn't been. When I say abusive, I mean physically abusive. So she's just dealing with it. You know, I mean, if she leaves, who gonna pay her? Who gonna give her some money for the kids? She got to go through all that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying. I'm trying to understand her situation when she says that this is my life, and what she's saying, when she's telling y'all, I don't want to hear your comments, why I'm still here, and all that. You know, with him, he should never again be on the police department because obviously this is not the job for him. He's proven that this is not the job for him. You know, he rather do explicit activities on the job, get paid with taxpayers' money, and still stay on the job. So I have, you know, I think I'm like Opinion. If I don't know what he could go to jail for, but he certainly doesn't need to be on the police force.
He doesn't. Lakeisha, thank you for the super chat. The guy who video said the car was rocking. They was getting busy back there, and he has a weapon. Okay, rocking left to right. And they were in there for 30 minutes. You're right, Diva. He should be fired. Fighter, you was on duty, getting it in. Goodbye, good riddance. And plus, you got other problematic history. But Wayne, I'm gonna get ready to come to you, E. But Wayne, he is putting her in danger. You're not coming home bringing no diseases to me.
Oh,
and
I think that too.
I don't know how many kids they have, but guess what? If my kids gotta eat oodles and noodles every night, that's what we're gonna do. But I'm not gonna be with this problematic fool.
But
and
she haven't left him.
And he's putting his hands on the other kids. He's putting his hands on all the kids.
You know, I would like to, you know, what's keeping you here? You know, out from her. You know, what's keeping her there? You know, I understand possibly why, but I don't understand. I wouldn't want to see. I had five sisters. I couldn't see either one of them. But I had one. Her husband was abusive. She called my mother. My mother had the locks changed. She called down there. Who was there?
He was.
He was. And he had threw her across the table. Broke the table, you know.
Yeah. E, you're up.
Sorry, you know, it's always hard for me to get to that unmute. So this man needs to be fired. I believe someone said this yesterday, and I agree wholeheartedly. He needs to be fired because he is stealing resources from the people. He is a public servant, and he is misusing county resources and bringing negative publicity to the department while engaging in behavior which does not align with the company values while in uniform. Period. That's a terminable offense. All three of those things. As for Virginia, the mistress, let me get this straight. This dark-skinned woman, shout out to In My Opinion, that's her line. Let me get this straight. No, she says, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This dark-skinned woman knows that this white man, or whatever he is married to this lighter-skinned black woman. And while this lighter skinned Black woman, his wife, is at home with these kids that this man has burdened her with. This dark skinned woman is getting folded away like a pretzel in the back of a police car voluntarily for free, because I heard you all say this is a romantic relationship. So for free, we're doing this in public. So I want us to just think about the pathology of that. A dark skinned woman climbing in the back of a police car for sex to get put away wet by a married white police officer. This is all kinds of, I want to say evil, but I don't even think that's the word for it. This is not good. You're doing this in a public park with this person who is living a triple life, who took an oath to protect and serve. Like I said, he's supposed to be serving the community, and the community is outraged. They knew that he had done this before, and they wanted it on film. And so, I mean, they accomplished their goal, but I think all Black women rushing to be involved with this person, you have to be vacant of self-esteem and worth, because this man gets off on yielding his power. There's a power dynamic here. It's a power dynamic between he and his wife. That's why she can't leave, because she don't have nothing. She don't have any resources. She's an idiot. Okay? And there's a power dynamic between him and Virginia, this dark-skinned woman, clearly. In all of these situations that we've seen, he yields all the power and he's abusing it. He gets off on this, okay? We always say we want Black men and Black fathers to step up. I could not have been more impressed with the Black father we saw in this video, who not only took his concerns to the local authorities and made the reports and got the charges pressed, even though they did the Houdini magic trick and got, you know, the record expunged and dismissed, but also he took this to the local news station. Okay, that is important. Baby, we have to get the word out and handle our business as Black people in a lane of respected media, and not just making posts on TikTok. Now check that. You can't just run to TikTok with your problems. You need to go down to your local news station and keep pressing these people to run this story, because yes, they can expunge the record. They can do all of that down at the courthouse, but one thing they can't do is they can't stop the voice of the people. You can't delete the news archives, okay? Because once it's out there forever. The wife is going to stay. I saw that post and I was immediately disgusted, because this wife lacks worth and resources, and she's burdened by these 5 kids, I think she said, and it's in the year 2023. She doesn't want to hear our comments, but she's on social media. She's blaming Virginia. Virginia can rot in hell, but she's still gonna stick with this nothing dude here, okay? This woman here, she's a foolish woman, and she's raising foolish babies. No sympathy for this wife. Call Ricky Smiley.
Thank you, E. I just want to say this. Remember, everybody's opinion on this panel is their opinion, right? So I really, to me, the females, what they look like is what they look like, right? He likes chocolate woman. It is what it is. I don't care if they light, dark, or whatever. He likes his chocolate woman. My thing is, so I want to just present.
Well, he should have married the dark one. That's my point. Sorry, Diva. I know you was going somewhere else. I'll mute myself.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. It is what it is. But so let me just add, because there's so many articles on this, and each one of them lends a little bit more information. So this, remember, I already read this piece, but I'll read it again to continue on to the next piece. Virginia's husband left her, this is the wife talking about the mistress, a long time ago, because she cheated. So she and my husband decided to do this behind my back for years. She said for years. She claimed in one of her posts, I love you all, except you, Virginia. You can rot in hell, you be. Not mad at your husband, you mad at the chick, but I'll carry on. So Pinto soon hit back. This is Virginia, accusing the scorned wife of not saying the whole story. Not that I owe anyone an explanation. The girl has been cheating on her husband for a while now herself, she claimed without offering proof. I've done nothing wrong. Please don't be mad at me because your husband wants me. The salacious clip shows Francisco in Prince George County Police Department uniform with his arms around a woman in a short, tight dress in a parking area of Southland neighborhood park in out there in Maryland, right? So she also said, what did the wife? So yeah, the wife said that, but there's some other problematic stuff here. So Francisco grabs the wife's backside before walking her inside his car and getting in beside her. The onlookers who filmed the intimate moment can be heard speaking in Spanish behind the camera, with one crying out "woo-wee" as they watch. Okay, Johnny Sins wilding on the video. The caption read in reference to an adult film star. Oh, I didn't know that. It went from friendly to romantic real fast. Witness Carlos 22 told them. But there's another part I wanted to go down to. I don't want to read all that. Department of Francisco Marlett was previously suspended without pay in 2016 when he was indicted for second-degree child abuse. Okay, he was watching his girlfriend's child while she cooked dinner and allegedly spanked the boy until he hit his head and lost consciousness as punishment for wetting the bed. It is not immediately clear Paula Marlott was the then girlfriend involved in that incident. What is I do know that another video said, another article said how when they came in the room, he was giving the kid CPR because the kid was unconscious after he did what he did to the kid.
So not only do he cheat, but he's a child abuser. So yeah, he need to be locked up forever.
That part. How is he not in jail? Exactly. How is he not in jail?
Line up and throw away the key. It's
yeah.
past
Julius, you're up.
Lock that fool up. I mean, not only is he out here being a fool, like you got your wife out here being foolish. Like, yes. Come on.
She's problematic too. She's problematic. I mean, you've been dealing. This is 2023. They're talking about an incident from 2016. How many years is that? Apparently, y'all just staying married and y'all both just doing whatever it is y'all want to do. Make it make sense. And now that it's a public thing, she wants to play it off like, oh my God, I'm the victim or whatever the case may be. And at some point, maybe that is so. But if you've been dealing with this since 2015 and probably even before that, girl, this is what you signed up for. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought, Julius. Are you there? Did I lose everybody?
No, we're here.
Can you hear me? I'm here.
Okay, so then Leo, you go.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, go ahead, Leo.
Wow, this thing is like, this is so wild. And I realized they public marriage, right? All in the media, and we all got to watch it. The car rocking back and forth, and he's supposed to be a public servant. He is out here, and like E said, I believe in that too. He is out here with his power dynamic, making moves, doing these disgusting things in the police car in the public. Like, this girl ain't got no bed at her house, or does she got another man staying at the house? These people are outrageous on the public dime. On the public dime. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to say this little quick story. I dated a detective one time. This was 20 years ago. I dated a detective. And I'm going to tell y'all, he scared me more than the criminals that I hired to go to work. He was the most the underlying vibe I got from him was that he was deceitful and he was deceptive. And he had 2 phones. I dated him for a whole 5 minutes and had to let that go. And he is a law enforcement officer. So just to be clear, this is not something new. These are the things that happens when people have power. And I'm not just saying law enforcement. I'm just saying people in general who have authority act this way. It is very, very possible he got a whole string of women that his wife know about, and she's still there, and she's gonna still be there. 100%. Ain't nothing like the police officer pension. That's not like y'all talking about him getting fired. You just better hope he can get fired and not get that pension, because that pension is good.
That pension is good. Here's the thing, though, because that's what they was trying to say, that man that did what, and I think he did ended up still getting his pension, the one that touched Judge Hatchett. Remember they was doing all kind of crazy stuff so that he
Yes,
can
you're right.
pretty much keep his pension.
And she trying to hang in there. She trying to hang in there so her kids get a check. She can get a check. She's hanging in there for all the foolishness, but it should not be on public display, right? Everybody got craziness going on in their relationships, but why we got to live through? Why we got to see the police car rocking back and forth? The thing is outrageous.
Outrageous. And he said they're about 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. They was getting it in. They was having a whole session like they was home. So
the price of getting you some loving has gone all the way down that you will spread your body in the back of a police car. Girl, you need to be shamed. Girl, you need to be shamed.
Shame. And she got no shame, right? So you say he's reducing this woman to equate sexual pleasure with in the back of a police car. Something is wrong with that. Something's wrong with her, though. You know, at some point, we gotta she doesn't work with this man. Okay, so it's different when you want to say, oh, at the job, and I felt like maybe I was going to get a promotion, I was going to lose my job. You know, that's one conversation. This is a whole nother conversation. She don't work with this man. She could have ran and never looked back. And she's cool with getting in that back of that police car and doing whatever it is she was doing. And she wore the right clothing. She knew what to wear.
She did, right? She did.
That outfit was very short. It was convenient.
Yes, it was a come and get it outfit. It was a come and get it outfit.
That was a come and get it.
Oh my God!
Now you got to come and get it.
Come and get it outfit.
No,
and you know what? And y'all know I'm not approved, right? Because y'all know me here on these my YouTube friends know my business. Y'all know what I'm into. But that the cheap thrills like that, absolutely not. Wait, no, man.
She probably had her some bedroom candy or the peach in her.
Come on,
my shop is closed for that kind of carrying on.
And I said to y'all yesterday, I felt like if she was a prostitute, I said he was very familiar with her because that kiss I said and that hug, they was too familiar. But who would have known she was a mistress? But I read it yesterday. I said they're too familiar. You don't treat no prostitute like that. Kissing her on the lips.
Hey, Diva, since she ain't got no husband no more, she don't have nowhere to stay.
Child, listen, let me tell you something. I don't care if I'm homeless. I will not be doing it in the back of your police car, any car. You better get out of here with that. Yes, you did. Easy access. Easy access. Felicia, your thoughts?
God have mercy. Oh, God have mercy. I am sick of hole 1, hole 2, hole 3, all of them. Everything everybody was wearing upsets me, particularly the uniform. You are supposed to be representing law and order, serving the people with honor and dignity. And you effing your woman in the back of the car in front of children and putting on a show.
Shaking the car
for everybody present. I believe that ex-officer Martell may very well be a pedophile. A gutter pedophile. Folks is mentioning the shade of the woman's skin. I'm looking at her. She don't look like she's out of her teenage years to me.
I was getting ready to say that. Somebody said in another article, they said she's in her 20s.
Okay. So you've been committing crimes because if she goes back to 2016, that means she was a teenager when you were with her. I don't know the legal age in Maryland, but all of this is wrong to me. He should have been fired. I understand that he was suspended in May. He just got back on the job in June. So he must have a family member, a friend or two, someone in politics that keeps letting him back in. But I hope it's over now. And with no money, nobody's opening up nothing in the backseat of the police car, in the apartment. Because if you ain't got any money, nobody wants to see you. Because let's be very honest, that's an ugly man. There's nothing attractive about that man. So he must have money, and he gives it freely. And this is why they entertain him.
I don't know if he got money, because why you got her in the back of this police car? You can't get a hotel real quick.
You can't get no Roach Motel.
That's how he values her. He values her like
Exactly. I was going to say, that's exactly what Eve is talking about. That's what,
because you know, she's a mistress and she's been doing this all the time. So that's what he sees her as a toy, as a pleasure, not as a person.
Oh, child.
This is what I think Eve was trying to get across when she's talking about the power dynamic.
Yes.
What we see, not what we know, but what that looks like. Most people, when you see them going towards a police car, somebody's getting arrested, somebody's going to jail, somebody broke the law. Not that the law is about to get broken.
Oh, good God.
And you talk about folks intervening. I wouldn't have intervened with this sister, not with that man carrying a gun. I wouldn't have went up and said, hey, what you doing? There's all kinds of things going on there. So I'm glad to know he's gone. He's not, no more suspension. He's not coming back. And I'm grateful again to social media, because they're the ones that push the story and tell it and get it out there and hold people accountable.
Ooh, child. Dustin, your thoughts?
Hey, Diva.
Hey.
Okay, hey, my thought to this, I still stand to what I said last night about this. I think it's sickening. I think he needs to be fired, and this needs to be the last straw. I think it was Alicia that just said he deserted back in June. This will be his second time doing this or doing something. So if you don't learn from the first time, you ain't gonna learn from the second time, and you ain't gonna learn to do the third time either. Because I think he's gonna keep doing it if they keep him on the route.
No, I agree with you. It's messy. It's real messy.
Hey, I literally thought there was something wrong with this Tesla because I got it.
Who's that? Okay.
That was Denzel.
No, it's not Denzel. Denzel.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay. That's okay. You're up, Denzel.
Because I saw that story. I mean, I saw, the update too on, I think I saw it on Hollywood Unlocked Instagram page. And so, I saw it. I was like, I kind of figured, because in my mind, I was like, I kind of figured that he was probably married, and I was like, yeah, because that to me, that's messed up. That's messed up because first of all, he got a wife, and he been doing that to his wife for years. For years. And it's like, she needs to see that her husband don't really love her. And this is how I feel, because a lot of women, not a lot of women, but some women, they in denial, because in their mind they saying, oh, well, he still loves me. And they probably like in denial. And it's like, she needs to find self-worth, and this is the thing. He's no real man. He's not no real man. And for him to, first of all, and I'm glad that person video, I'm glad that person record. I'm glad that person was recording, because I'm glad he got caught. I'm glad he got caught, because for one, you using people's tax dollars, meaning you on your job, and you got your mistress in your police car. and it's children around. You at a park and there's children around, and you got the car shaking. So and then this is embarrassing. I really do feel. I know he did that to his wife. For years. I, yes, you should. Yes, you should have left. But again, she's in denial, and I hope she see her worth. I hope she snaps out of it and see that he really don't really care about her, because apparently he really don't, because he's a piece of trash, and they got children, and he's abusing their children. That to me, that's messed up. He needs to go to jail. No, prison. First, he needs to prison, and the mistress. Yeah, I hope she go to hell, because she's a home wrecker. And I do believe, allegedly, I do believe he is a predator, a predator. I do. Because how long has he, and how long was he doing that with her? Allegedly she's in her 20s now. How long? I want to know, how long was he doing that with her?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Huh?
What? I'm not sure, but he messy. But let me get Tight Natural into the conversation.
Can I say one more thing on Diva? No, I'm sorry for taking so long. But he's trash. He's trash, and he needs to he's gonna get his karma. He's gonna get both of them. They're gonna go to hell.
Somebody,
you said what?
He got his karma. Somebody take that video. So
but that's what I'm saying. But their karma is gonna keep going. So I'm praying for the wife and the children. And again, he's a cheater. He's trash. And they both going to hell. And I'm sorry for taking so long, Diva.
You're fine. Tight Natural, you're in the building. What are your thoughts on this situation?
First of all, hey now, everybody. Hey, I hope everybody's having a good week, good weekend, coming weekend. I think there's more to it in terms of this girl. I don't know if that's me. Can anybody else hear anything? An echo?
No, I don't hear echo.
No. Okay. All right. I see these things on different like cop shows and stuff. I don't know what her background is. Of course, we don't. But I wonder if she has some criminal stuff, and she's messing with him to keep herself out of jail, out of prison. And calling herself a mistress, great, but maybe he could be pimping her. The wife knows it. Maybe that's kind of like his second job, bringing money into the house. I don't know.
The wife is tight. The wife is tight about this, right? And she said she wants Virginia to go to hell. Okay, and so I don't think it's that. I think, and Virginia said, "Listen, I ain't do nothing wrong." So I don't think Virginia is as innocent. Now I don't think Virginia is as innocent as we want to make her out to be. I think she is young. You know what, guys, and everybody's asking about Adele. I'll try to find out what's going on with Adele, because now y'all reminded me I miss her too. But anywho, Miss Little Virginia's not that innocent. And listen, when she walked up, when the video of them, before they got in the car, when she walked up, it was a lot of familiar going on.
Of course.
She held that head and gave him a nice kiss. He walked her to the car with his arm around it. Listen, 30 to 40 minutes, they was in there getting it in as if they was home. No, Miss Virginia is not innocent, but you know what? I'm not going with this woe is me either with the wife. She needs to knock it off. You've been dealing. Yeah. She even said in her own post, I already know what it is. I knew about them. Don't be judging me. I ain't explaining nothing to nobody, but no, I'm not okay. Because I keep seeing the video on the timeline. Are you not okay? Because now it's in your face, sort of like a Wendy Williams situation. If nobody knows but me and my husband what he doing, I'm going to be okay with it. But if the public knows, now I'm going to have to really leave you and I'm going to fall apart because I don't want the public to know that I'm being this foolish. I mean, miss me with the nonsense. There's no way. I don't care for a nickel, dollar, dime. I don't care about no pension, no 401k. You will not be out there in the streets with a chick and then coming back and being with me. I can have 22 kids. I don't care if the state got to take care of us. Give me some Section 8 with the card.
With EBT
card. Give me the WIC, but I ain't staying with no cheating man.
I know that's right.
And
maybe she waiting out there 10 years or so. So when she divorcing, she get a little something when she leave.
I wouldn't give
maybe
a
she waiting out that time.
That's what I would do. And I ain't one to say this, but I play lotto first.
I feel you.
But there's no way I'm gonna be, because I'm teaching my kids that nonsense too.
That absolutely.
You stay with some no good, dirty, cheating man for some money. No, I'm good. We'll make a recovery. I'm okay. Honey,
but not all women think the same.
Huh?
If she talk right, she can still get her coin when she get divorced. She can still get her coin.
You better come on,
right?
But she could
exactly
through that pension and all that. She's the wife. She ain't just nobody sitting there. You the wife. You get something.
Amen.
Some of that money. But there's no way I'm gonna sit there and tolerate all that. And then you don't even know how to cheat, right, sir? You don't be in these streets like everybody in the business. You
ignorant, no good son of a gun. You good. Oh, listen. He would not put them lips on me. He would never.
And making that car's cake.
It seems like that police, that area, the police, they're upholding it because I'm sure that this is not the first time that it's come out. Just more so, TikTok get a hold to it and, everybody knows about it. But this is not the first time that it's been known, because the wife doesn't seem like that this is a new thing, obviously.
Right. She knew about this thing. The thing is, let me tell you this. I'm not going to say in the beginning, right? But at some point, your mate, and when they're changing their habits, and
absolutely,
you start thinking something, right? And then they will gaslight you and try to play it like, stop, you bugging, I ain't doing nothing, it's all in your head with all of that, okay? But she know Virginia whole government name, because when she did that post, she put her whole government name on there, so she knew well about Virginia. So you playing yourself. And divorce court, but they got some divorce. I see the signs when I be driving down. Quick divorce, $3.99. You could get out of it.
She ain't trying to do that right now.
She ain't trying to do that. Yeah. Well, that guy, the guy who take the video, he was scared at first, but that cop can't do nothing to him now because he done showed his face everywhere. And if something happened to him, the first person they coming to is that cop.
That part.
Yeah.
Come on now. So, okay, listen, guys, we're going to move on. He's a whole hot mess. And you know what? I'm going to skip around here. Let's go to Wendy next, because you know what? Let me tell you what's very sad.
Oh, Lord.
Wendy is not well. Wendy got people just, using her and abusing her. And it's very sad. See, here's the other thing, too. Never get with a partner that wants to isolate you from your family. Now, there's a lot of red flags, and sometimes we all ignore red flags. But don't ignore the red flag when somebody wants to isolate you from your family, because at the end of the day, you never know when you're going to need them. Okay? So remember earlier in the summer, Wendy was supposed to do, let me see. Shoot.
If you are type 2 and
let me go back to this while I talk. She was supposed to do expo. Okay.
In Atlanta, right?
Yeah, she was supposed
That's
to
right.
do expo in Atlanta. And she ended up not doing the expo because she, they said that she got sick or whatever the case may be. But there was the promo video that they did Okay, and the promo video is so sad, and she thinks she's still married to Kevin Hunter. Okay, I think I queued it back up. So let me just show this real quick. Our show. Okay, there we go.
Hi, it's me, Wendy Williams, but my real name is Wendy Hunter. I'm married to a hunter. Anyway, Wendy Williams, I'm going to be at the Women's Empowerment Expo. It's going to be Saturday, May 20th. Please be there. It's very important. I've got so much. They told me it would only take like 20 minutes. Please, let me tell you something, girls. It's going to take an hour. I've got so much stuff to talk to you about, okay? So I'll see you there. Bye.
Ooh, child, how sad is that? Whoa. One, she thinks she's still married to Kevin. Two, when did the Queen of Talk ever have to read from a book to do a 30-second infomercial? It's the Queen of Talk. Wendy's not doing well at all. It's very sad. And so the promoters for this expo, when they saw that promotional video, that's when they told her team, like, Wendy's not well. We can't use this for promotion. And they said it's a woman's empowerment a situation. And she's saying that she's married to her husband. They said the women are not going to be empowered by this. Sebastian, what are your thoughts?
This is very sad what's happening to Wendy, and I really hope that she gets well soon. I really do, because that's all we can do at this moment, because no one's with her. We don't know what's happening. We've only seen her a few times, and the few times we have seen her, she's always a loopy or whatever. This is extremely sad. But I do hope this, though. I do know that she is, what's it called? Her legal name is Wendy Hunter, though. That's a fact. Her name is Wendy Hunter. The thing is, the show made her go as Williams because they said that sounds more blacker. Instead of just going as Wendy
Sebastian, you don't throw this train off the track.
No, I'm just saying that's a fact. That's a fact, though. But she really does need help, and this environment that she's in is not okay. And during that time of the Women's Summit, Kevin wasn't involved. Now that Kevin's involved, we have not seen Wendy out in these streets, and that scares me too. Seeing her inside, it scares me. When we see her outside, it scares me. At this point, I don't know. This is scary, Diva. I'm scared.
Wendy must have some type of memory issue, dementia, perhaps. I agree. She clearly
I don't think that.
She clearly thought at that time that, she was married. She got her husband, Kevin. She said, I'm a hunter. And in the article, they also said 1 minute she could put a sentence together, the next minute she can't. If you don't listen, I'm not trying to convince you on my side, Sebastian, but when you got the Queen of Talk and she has to read out of a book, I'm Wendy Williams. The Women's Empowerment is May 20th. And see, meet me there. The Queen of Talk.
I'm not saying it's dementia. She could probably have stroke issues, aphasia. She's probably, there's multiple things that could happen. We don't know. It doesn't automatically.
Sebastian, I get where you're going. You don't want to diagnose her, and that's fine because we can't do a diagnosis. But we did say,
because we're not her doctor. So
we said perhaps, but regardless, you know what, Sebastian, something's not right with Wendy. They need to.
I said that. That's what I said in my statement.
They need to stop propping her up like somebody said, Weekend at Bernie's, because it's a mess at this point. E, what are your thoughts?
I posted my thoughts in the chat. The last comment in particular, if you could display that would be excellent. But anywho, I just really feel that Wendy is being exploited because everybody knows that Wendy's name is still a hot commodity. Even though Wendy has not been on the air, everybody knows that people love Wendy still. People want to hear from Wendy. There's a vacancy where Wendy used to be. And the gag is, and hopefully I don't get shut down, when Wendy got sick, Tasha K should have been next in line. And instead of the Sherry Shepherd show, it was supposed to be the Tasha Keebe show. Tasha, you messed up, girl. You should have taken your 1 million subscribers down to syndicated television. But anywho, I have a heart for Wendy. But Diva, I have to play devil's advocate. And like Wendy used to say, I have to say it like I mean it. I cannot forget how Wendy gave these celebrity women the blues on the radio. And what you put out always comes back. Now, I would never wish mental or physical or emotional illness on my worst enemy. So I don't think that this is karma or anything like that. But it's just sad because you
tell it, E, tell it.
You talked about these people, and now people are trying to take advantage of you. And the reason I hate this is because this feeds into Kevin's argument. I protected her. I kept her good. I made sure none of this ever happened. And it's unfortunate. I think this time has passed, and I think it would have been excellent to go out on top. And I don't think this is something that can be revived right now. I think we should leave it alone because it's tarnishing her legacy. I don't like it.
Who's Sandy? 2 cents. I cannot right now. Okay. But yeah, they do. Listen, she clearly has issues. Clearly.
You can see that. Yep.
Yeah, and I think, and one with the glasses on, I think they did that for a reason. 2, they gave her a book so she could read. Exactly. They wanted her to just read that message and shut up and keep going on. But anybody that followed Wendy knows that Wendy doesn't need anything, barely a teleprompter when she was in her heyday to say what she needed to say. And 2, when it comes to Wendy,
go off teleprompter, Diva.
From when she was on the radio, they did not want to change her name because her name was a big household commodity way before she even got on television. Everybody knew her as Wendy Williams, and they liked the WW because it had a nice flow to it and a nice sound. Wayne, what are your thoughts?
Diva, I'm with E. Wendy Williams was ruthless.
Oh my.
She was ruthless on that radio. Okay. And all I can say is just say no to drugs. Say no to alcohol. And Wendy, when I saw that, all I could think of was see Wendy read. See Wendy read a book.
Oh my God.
It was horrible. And right now for her, not for her, it's going to be a big money grab. Nowhere in the world, they should have, like they say, propped her up there to look like that and start talking. What can this woman give anybody? Talking about, they said 20 minutes, but it's gonna be an hour because women, we got something to talk about. Whatever. This lady is clearly out of her mind. She needs to spend her last days getting some mental health, and she's gonna be right there along with Kevin. Like who said they ain't seen her in public. He back up in the camp. Cause especially if y'all think she got a little bit of dementia going on, she going back to him.
Well, especially
she already think that they're married.
Yeah.
What a man thinking, so is it.
Ooh.
So, like I said, I don't have no whole bunch of love for Wendy. So, I'm not wishing her anything bad, nothing, bad on her life, but she hurt a lot of people. I'm talking about people that were sick.
Right. But you know what, though? Howard Stern is a big shock jock, right? I mean, I get what people saying about how she hurt a lot of people.
I don't like him either.
But she was doing a job, right? She was doing a job. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even know what else to say after that. But you know what, Wayne, see Wendy read.
We are going to hell.
I cannot right now.
Oh my Lord.
Justin, what are your thoughts?
If Royale would have been here, Royale would have been hollering. Royale would have hollered and laid back in the chair.
Yes, he would.
Can I go in now?
Yes, you can, Dustin.
What I was going to say is, you guys already know how I feel like about Wendy. but I wish Wendy well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say what I said a couple days ago. I'll say it again. I think that she left her show at a good timing because I think this has been a worse. From what I just seen in the video, David, it is very sad. You just said, David, that she is the queen of talk. So the queen of talk shouldn't have to read out of a book. It is very sad because she's the dementia is getting really bad, and I think that she needs to whatever she needs to retire basically, and she needs to uh, live her life the rest of the way out. But I don't think she needs to have a podcast. I don't think she needs to have another show. I don't think she needs to work anymore because if she does, it'll be awful. Just like when the Wendy Williams show ended, it was awful. In my opinion, it got to be too bad. Now we was the producers was even talking about how things were going bad with Wendy. Now we see her downfall, and we're still seeing her downfall to this day, even though she's not on the air, because she's a very high talkative person. She's a very high talked about person. So I still think that Sherry Shepherd is doing a better job, and I'm going to give her all my props to Sherry Shepherd. Her show starting September 18th. Everybody watch it.
Thank you, Dustin. Wendy allowed Kevin to cheat like the dirty cop's wife. That's facts. RC Wendy Weed. Yeah, I cannot with y'all right now. I cannot with y'all. Julius, what are your thoughts?
Wendy needs some help, but it's up to her to take advantage of it. You know, and if she's not going to take advantage of that help, I can't feel sorry for her.
I think, though, she's at the point in her life where others need to help her. What I'm seeing, Wendy Williams, did anybody see that movie, The Notebook?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is Wendy Williams right now, The Notebook.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like she has moments of clarity. And I also feel like your brain will always try to protect you, right? And so I feel like her trauma and it was very traumatic for her when she broke up with her husband, right?
Well, also
go ahead.
What she's letting control her right now is also her gremlin.
Her what?
Her gremlin. Her inner darkest, you ain't good enough, that type of voice. We all have one. She's letting that control her right now.
Right. And then on top of that, it's the substances, whatever they are, the alcohol,
the devil's juice that I ain't even gonna touch on.
Yeah. So, but I think she's really at the point where it's not just about her helping herself, it's about others putting her in the right position to be helped. And I don't know if it's going to be a true recovery moment that we're going to see the Wendy that we once knew. But I do think it could be a better path than what we're seeing, because I just feel like, she's gone and they know it, right? Because I promise you this, for that little 43 seconds, the real Wendy, the Wendy we know, she wouldn't have needed a book.
Well, what's in the notebook? I don't get it.
The notebook was the words she was reading.
Oh,
that means
she was reading it. Like if you heard her, she was reading it. Mm-hmm.
I thought you were talking about a movie, Divas. You said, did we see The Notebook?
Oh, yeah, The Notebook, yeah. Oh, the movie The Notebook, yes.
Oh, okay.
I think she's talking about the notebook she had. Yes, there's a movie called The Notebook, and it's about a woman that she actually ends up, I want to say, I can't remember her exact diagnosis. I think it was dementia or something like that.
Wasn't it a traumatic amnesia or something?
That who?
You're thinking Dear John with
No, I know which one I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about The Notebook. Thank you. It's and the characters are Noah and Allison from the movie. Yes. And the Allison, the wife, she ended up having dementia at the end, towards the end of her life. And the husband she was in a home, and the husband would go visit her. Sometimes she remembered the kids, sometimes she did not. Sometimes she remembered the husband, sometimes she did not. And the husband would just go there every day, talk to her, and he would get so excited when she would have maybe even just a few minutes of remembering who he was, right? Oh yeah, thank you, Arbs. The Notebook was about dementia. So I'm feeling like I really feel like this is I really feel like this is what Wendy is going through. Every time I see Wendy, I think of that because
I definitely can see that she has dementia because she's in the late, early stages into the mid stages of it. It's only a matter of time before she crosses over that threshold.
No, but let me tell you something, Chanel. If you see this movie, you can watch that movie like 1,000 times. It's such a good movie.
You'll always miss something in that movie when you watch
always miss something. Yeah, it's such a good movie. But I'm sorry, Julius, because I
never
didn't
saw
cut you off. So finish your thought.
Oh, I was done, honey.
Okay, thank you. All right,
Diva, there's breaking news, Diva.
What's the breaking news?
They found the kid, the Netflix employee.
Oh, where?
In the San Francisco Bay.
Oh no!
What? No. Jesus.
Oh my God!
Jesus.
Immigrants of the Somali family.
Yeah.
Eritrean.
Do they Sebastian, do they feel like he jumped or do they feel like foul play?
They say the remains have no foul play on them.
Oh.
Did I not say to y'all that I felt like he was away from home and like the pressure of it all? That's very sad. That is very sad.
Yes, it is.
But I didn't want to lean that way. But did I not tell y'all? I said
I said that on the live. I said that I don't think it's gonna turn out well.
We all didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
I said it. Everyone else didn't want to say it.
But no. What I said was, it's not so much. What I said was, I felt like the pressures of him. So okay, we got to address that another time. I'm very emotional right now. But I will say this. Like, I even told my son, you're going to school for XYZ. If while you there, you change your mind and that's not what you want to do, don't do it. Don't do it.
That's right.
And I said, I really don't care. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's going for mechanical engineer. I'm like, but if you get there, you change your mind, don't do it.
Right.
I said, I really don't care. Don't do it. This is your life. You got to work. And one thing I learned about work is you got to be happy. So my son loves music, but he doesn't play an instrument. He doesn't sing or anything like that. He just loves music. He has a ridiculous amount of vinyls that he collects. And so he said to me the other day, he was like, they have something about music engineering there. I said, if you want to change.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's right.
Yeah. I think sometimes, I'm not saying this family, so I don't want anybody to get off on the wrong track here and get your panties in a bunch. But I think sometimes, especially sometimes in some cultures, it's like, you're supposed to be a doctor. You're supposed to be a nurse. You're supposed to be a lawyer. You're supposed to be a dentist. You're supposed to be that. And the people feel so much pressure. And they don't know how to tell their parents, well, that's not what I want to do. I want to go collect rocks somewhere.
Hey, Diva, they said on online on this news article, said the mode of death was determined to be suicide. Officials said.
Wait, why did you say that online?
On the live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said they just found him in the bay.
That's
what I
it.
meant.
We knew what Sebastian was saying. It's okay. All right, we gotta circle back. That's very sad. May he rest in peace.
Yes, exactly.
It breaks my heart that the young kid, there's so many young adults and younger than that, feel like this is the answer. It's heartbreaking. Sebastian, thank you for the update. Very sad.
It
very
is
sad. Yeah, pressure. It's very sad. But I mean, it was just like the backpack, everything in it, the wallet, everything was still in it. It's just so sad.
It is.
And then I think, did many people say that that particular area is known for that
Yeah.
situation?
Yes,
Yeah,
The
I
Golden
did.
Gate is known for
Yes.
that.
Yes.
thousands of folks do that at that area.
Jesus. We gotta stay prayed up, Diva, everybody.
Yeah, I
Sad.
feel so emotional for the family.
Me too.
That mom, I could just remember that mom crying in the
She was
video.
pleading. She was
Yeah.
pleading for
She
her.
was pleading. The brother who said, "That's my best friend." Yeah, it's sad.
Jesus.
Ooh. I will
Jesus.
say this though. I don't know how it washes back up or whatever the case may be, but I am glad that they found him so that the family can be at some sort of peace and rest.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
he's not just out there missing.
Some
Yes.
closure.
Yeah. So pretty much, Jake, you are correct. That's why we can't play around with mental illness. It affects everyone. Everyone.
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
affects everyone. But see, here's the thing though. It's like unless you can't help if you don't know you need to help. You can't help if you don't know you need to help. All right, we'll circle back. We'll talk about this maybe later. I don't know. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. So
It was
I
me.
guess, huh?
Oh, it was me.
Okay, go ahead, Leo.
So I'm gonna go back to Wendy Williams. Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So my thought and my train of thought was with her dementia, I feel like it's probably substance related because you remember her mother was spry all the way up till she passed away. Like her mother was a firecracker all the way and she passed away in old age. It wasn't like she was somewhere slipping. And I think as far as the trauma to the brain, it probably also happened when she when she divorced her husband. I feel like the trauma to the brain really happened. I feel like she was slipping before that because you remember how she always have to refer to Norman about names and that kind of thing. And I also go back to I watched the video clip maybe about 2 or 3 months ago. It was the one of Solange and Beyonce and Jay-Z in the elevator. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
And she did that story on her show and she was in her prime. Like the whole thing and how she did it, it was spectacular. Her ability to grab the audience and talk to the people and be satirical and crack jokes and still be serious. I understand people did not like her brand of celebrity news, but if it had not been for that brand of celebrity news that she entered into our sphere, we would not be on the YouTube right now talking about news
You are correct.
news. Because
you are
she
correct.
did that. She did the darn thing. She did that. And I hate to see her being used and propped up the way that she is now. And it's unfortunate. And I said this before. I don't know. You got to pick the devil you can dance with. And if the devil she can dance with happens to be her ex-husband. And she also was, before we got to the part where she was saying, I'm a hunter, because she not only did she say she was a hunter, she said she was married, y'all.
Yes, she
She
did.
said she was married. This woman is no longer married. She ain't been married for years, okay? And she also said on an interview one time before when they put the camera in her face and the microphone, she said the Wendy Williams show is coming back. The Wendy Williams show is coming back. I will be seen on TV on the nobody didn't take my show. The show is not off. She has not been living in her real reality for a long time.
Facts.
For a very long time. And I feel bad for her. But I think that it does link back to her substance abuse or her alcoholism, allegedly. So, I mean, if those are the things that have also been, tampering with her neurons in her brain, she could be possibly going through the throes of dementia. And it's so sad. At the end of the day, she's going to have to get packed up and completely out the public eye, and we just hope and pray that somebody will take care of her when she go through the final stages of this thing. I don't think we're gonna ever see her back in her prime again. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
She has lived that life, and it was good for her, and I'm sure it was good for Kevin or whoever he is. It was good for the mistress, and now it's over.
Yeah. You know what? She definitely, Sandy 2 Cents put it well. She had several traumatic events happen back to back, right? She lost her husband and her best friend. Let's say this for, you know, we don't have to like them.
And business partner.
Yeah, and manager, right?
And
we
manager.
Don't have to like him. We don't have to like him, but it was her best friend. It was her best friend. Wayne, can you email me that? I did get it. Thank you. If you can send it to me an email real quick, if you don't mind. Thank you. So she lost all of that. And listen, from simple breakups, there was some breakups that I had that I thought was about to take me out.
Me too.
Heartbreak is a beast. It really is. I'll tell you, if we family here, let me tell y'all the truth. I lost my hair. I lost weight.
I lost weight.
I was going to lose my mind. I thought I was going to lose my natural mind. So this woman was married. It's the father to her only child. Her child that she went through a lot to have. She been new, which takes a toll on you. So I'm not really just, I'm not trying to just beat somebody down and without understanding when it comes to like staying or leaving your mate, right? But imagine all of that, and you got this man that you know is cheating on you, and he's so brazen about it. He got the chick down the block. She living in a mansion.
Ooh,
down the block from your
outside
mansion.
baby.
Had an outside baby. Okay. Ooh. But then on top of that, though, this is the same man. Nobody could touch you because he had your back. Nobody would go in Wendy's face. She was able to sit in that purple chair and talk a mess, knowing that nobody was going to be able to come for her because they would have had to get through Kevin first. And in the industry, they say he's a beast. So part of the reason why he also really couldn't do nothing in that industry once he was no longer connected to Wendy, because they couldn't stand him while he was with Wendy, but they wanted Wendy the talent. If you ask all the people in the industry, they did not like Kevin Hunter. Dr. Oz said it on air to Wendy Williams. He was glad when they was no longer together, pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. Ooh. So many people did not like Kevin Hunter. They got stories, and the stories are not good.
Same thing with Ike and Tina Turner. People wanted Tina, not Ike.
Right. But I mean, they got stories of Kevin choking people up, allegedly, all of that. So once he was out the picture, it was everybody around her wanted him to be away. But at the flip side, he was all she knew, because she already isolated, did not have a friend in the building. And her only friend, and I really wonder where she is now, was, remember the one she used to talk about that she will always go away with every now and then?
Joan.
What's her name?
Was it Regina?
I think it was Joan.
Reg.
Thank you,
yes, that's Wendy's middle name, Joan. Not Reg, yeah.
Reg.
Yep.
So it's like it was like she didn't have many people.
Wow.
It's sad. So she did. The mother passed, and you're right. She got good genes because the father is up there in age, the mother's up there in age. But I think all the heavy traumatic things, including all the substances, didn't help.
Yep.
Didn't help.
It cooked her neurons.
It did.
Her brain cells. It really did. Those connectors.
But the person who recorded that video and released it, they were being messy. That's why I said the people who are handling her are irresponsible and using her for clout too. Because why would you even release? We should have never been able to see this video. They should have immediately hit delete and say, let's do this again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they should have put up some decent clothes on her back, because that whole clothes is not it for a 57, 56-year-old woman. It is a way to dress sexy, and that's not it. At least
No,
the wig
that's
was right.
That's Wendy's style. She always dressed like that.
She dressed like that when she doing her thing, but you doing an announcement that you going to the women's empowerment movement. Look like that.
Right. Right. So, okay, who did I miss on this Wendy story?
Did Felicia
I didn't go. Did Felicia go yet?
Felicia, you go.
No, I didn't, but I'll pass. Diva's running a little over.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I'd like to. Right, natural.
Okay, good. Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, go ahead. First of all, loved one of my favorite movies is The Notebook. It was a notebook that she wrote as they were going throughout their lives, and when she realized that she was getting sick mentally, she wanted him to read that book to her, and when he would read it to her, sometimes she would come back to him.
Yep.
That's what it was about. One of my favorite movies. Wendy. I don't call it.
Do you have me playing in the background?
That's what I was asking before. You said you couldn't hear it.
I hear it now.
Okay. I'm on my phone and I don't know how to get rid of it without.
I know what's happening to you.
Yeah.
Let me mute you. So what's happening to you is when it goes, it still leaves. When it takes you to StreamYard, it's still leaving the show open. You got to go act like you're about to close out all of your everything you have open, and don't close out StreamYard, but close out the show that's open on your phone. That should do it, because that happens to me sometimes when I'm going through on my phone. You got to close out the other one.
How's that? Can you hear it now?
No, I do.
Okay. I do. You can just hear me, correct?
No, I hear it.
Huh. Because I closed it out.
Yeah, she got to close on YouTube.
I did.
Sometimes it takes the system a little while.
Yeah, because I can't hear it.
Yeah,
like I heard it before. Okay. Well, if you can go to somebody else or go to the next.
I'll come back. Okay. So okay. So anybody else wanted to?
Yeah, I didn't go.
Okay, go ahead, Denzel.
Yeah, I really feel bad for her. Like even listen, I get what some people are saying, because I have heard it like like last year, and and the year and years past, people were saying, well Wendy, hurt a lot of people, and like people was saying like she outed Method Man's wife health condition, and people was like she was wrong for that, and some people think she's getting her karma for that, and for the other stuff that she said, people saying she's getting her karma for that. Me personally, I don't think that. I mean, that's their opinion, and that's fine, because they have every right to feel that way. But for me, I don't feel it's her karma. I don't. This is the thing. I don't listen. I don't like Tasha K, but I remember I used to like Tasha K when she started the spreading lies. I stopped watching her, but she I remember she said, and she might be telling the truth on that. She was saying that allegedly Wendy has holes in her brain, and for because of her substance abuse. So I don't know if she's telling the truth on that, but she was saying that. That's what Tasha K said. Because when you on substance, when you have an addiction, and over time it's gonna catch up on you. And watching that video, it was sad. And the thing is, why is her team releasing that now? They should have not released that at all. Like, she is around vultures. Okay, she is around vultures. She's around people that don't really care about her, and I am very concerned for her. Like season. I think it was I think it was season 9. I'm not for sure. When she passed out, she said she overheated, and then from there, to me, it felt like she was going downhill. Then she already had the Graves' disease, but I'm saying that it when she passed out in that season, then she in like the second half of season 10, she got the lymphedema. And then season 12, did you go to her show season 12, Diva?
I went to a show several times.
Yeah, but what did you go for season 12 as well?
I don't remember all the seasons, but I went to a show when she was towards the end and not doing well, because I went there. But come close to your wrap up.
Huh?
I said come close to wrapping up your thoughts.
Okay. So season 12, she was like, the beginning, she was all right, and then it was sometimes she was you can tell something was not right. You can tell something was wrong. And then her mom passed away, and then the second half of season 12, she was all right, and then towards the end, you can tell something was not right. You can tell she was sick or something. And I'm praying for her. And I hope everything is well. And you know what, Diva? I think losing her show, that went over the edge. And I think it made it worse. And I'm praying for her, and I'm praying that she be around some real people that really care about her. And I'm sorry for my time, Diva.
No, you're fine. All right, thank you so much. Anybody else want to comment on Wendy Williams before we move forward? Everybody's good.
I'd like to say this one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really hope that everyone who's screaming karma, 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 this is karma for her. I hope that they did not do anything in the past, because karma hits back to people who are saying
Come
this
on
is
now.
wrong. I really hope that they did not do anything in the past that they regret, because it soon will come back to you too, for those who are saying karma. Yep. That's it.
I think we use in general the word karma too
loosely.
Too loosely, to be honest with you. I really do. And listen, there's people that do worse, and they walking around here fine. There's people that unalive people, and they walk around here eating, talking, walking, and living their best life, right?
Look at the guy who tried to unalive Reagan as president. He's out in these streets walking normally now. He was released not too long ago.
So I mean, I think we just generically we use karma too loosely. Did she do her stuff? Yeah, but don't everybody do their stuff? I mean, it was her job. She was messy. But I will say this about Wendy Williams and her information. From everything that I've seen, and I follow for a long time, 99.9% of her information was truth. So at least she would just tell her truth the way that she would tell it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? She said way before anybody questioned Puffy, and to this day, we don't necessarily know if it's truth or not. Wendy Williams broke out and told things about Puffy.
Baby, we know it's true.
Right. Way before people said that Puffy was, allegedly his artists were saying they was taking their money. Wendy Williams told us that Puffy didn't pay his artists and was taking their money. So the thing about Wendy Williams and her gossip kind of channel, so to speak, was a lot of it was based from truth that no one wanted anyone to know. And was it right or wrong or different?
Diva, she broke out Whitney Houston too. Remember that?
Yes, she did.
She put Whitney on the radio, and they went in on that thing.
Yes, she did.
I'm telling you.
Keep my
Judge
name
Mathis
out your mouth,
too.
baby girl.
Ruthless.
Keep my name out your mouth, okay? So
Judge Mathis too, Diva.
Yeah, Judge Mathis too. So yeah, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So all I'm saying is that she spoke the stuff that was really out there, and her stuff at the very least, it wasn't based from lies, but it definitely was based on stuff that nobody wanted nobody to know. So when we say karma, there's a whole lot of other people out there that kind of do the same thing and that are a little bit more malicious than she ever was. And they're sitting pretty now and doing fine. Like I said, Howard Stern his mouth is messy.
Mm-hmm.
And they just label him as a shock jock. And he's sitting on XM radio raking in the dough.
That's
raking
true.
raking in way more than Wendy ever raked in by being on that TV show in the day. And I mean raking it in.
Well, he's the right man, so he's gonna be protected. But Diva, remember when Wendy did that reenactment of Beyonce's belly bump folding down? And
She's so messy. She was definitely messy.
Yes, she was.
She was entertaining. And I don't think that what's happening to her right now is a result of her messiness. I think it's more a result of her lifestyle and all the traumatic experiences that she went through.
Hey, Diva.
Give me 1 second. I'll come to you in my opinion. And they also said towards the end that they was finding empty alcohol bottles all up in her office, and the whole staff knew, and they was making decisions daily on whether or not she was okay enough for them to put her on the air. Okay. And like you said too, if you was a watcher, Norman had the whole time. He should have got all types of bonuses because he used to give her words all the time on a regular basis. He'd be like, oh, that's Puffy on the screen, or no, that's so-and-so. Oh, you mean this person, you mean that person. And there was times where she would literally sit on the screen and she would have this blank stare, and they would have to fill in the blanks for her. The last time I had went there and I saw her, they was helping her walk into the audience and then claimed she had this family emergency, and they cut the whole show short. And they filled in the blanks because she couldn't even stand up. The security was walking on her. She was tore down. She was tore down. In my opinion, you're up.
The thing about it is, I think Whitney does have dementia, and that stuff runs through the family because her dad has it. That's the reason why he's not in the state. And I just think that, that's the reason why she can't remember everything. Like, that stuff tears away at your brain. And if you never experienced it, if you never had somebody in your family to deal with it, it's rough. And it's rough. And you need somebody there that's going to really look after you. And I don't think she has nobody to really look after her.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I really, really do. So you know what, guys? I'm going to not show my other two stories. I just want to play this video really quickly. It's a quick video. I'm super sad. Let me share screen. Thanks, Wayne, for getting it to me. And thanks, I think, Sebastian, you gave the update, right? Let's see if this, I hope I got it here.
Now in the search for a missing man, a body found in San Francisco Bay near the Golden Gate Bridge has been identified as 22-year-old Johannes Cadana. He had just graduated from Cornell University in May and started a new job in the Bay Area as an engineer at Netflix. The Marin County Sheriff's Office says his body was found in the water last Tuesday. The coroner says he died by suicide. A reminder, if you or someone you know is in need of help, there is a national hotline where support is available 24 hours a day. That number on your screen is 988. Tonight, an update now.
So super sad. Super sad. And I'm sure I can't even imagine what the family is going through at this moment. Um, you know, I'm glad he's no longer in pain. He had to be in some type of pain. And a lot of times these individuals, they do not tell their family members. Their family members literally have no clue whatsoever. No clue. It's sad. Promising young man, went to prestigious schools, got a nice job, but something was it was just bothering him. And they say there's this saying that says, don't select a permanent solution on a temporary problem. All I can say is joy comes in the morning.
Yeah.
And it may not be tomorrow morning, but joy does come. I'm
Amen.
going to go around and close out. Be easy with your words, people, because you know YouTube. But just close out and maybe just a few words. If somebody's going through this, you know, just a few words to somebody that may be going through sadness right now and thinking that that is the answer. Just be easy with your words, everybody. Don't say the actual S word, say unalive. In my opinion, I'm going to start at the bottom with you.
So people that live with depression, and I know from firsthand knowledge, people that live with depression, you feel like your hope is hopeless. Nobody would care. The world would be better off without you. I just want to encourage everybody that if you feel like that, if you see somebody they changing their patterns, they're not eating right, they're disassociating themselves from you, get them help. If you feel that way, get yourself help because you are needed, you are wanted, and you are loved. Don't discount who you are from what you are.
I like that, but say that one more time. In my opinion, I'm trying to connect to what you just said. Say that one more time. Don't do
Which
what?
part? Don't discount yourself for who you are from what you are. Sometimes we always take in what people say we are, and
Okay.
we forget that who we are. So I just want you to remember that whatever you're doing in your life is not equated to who you are. Who you are is a special. You're important, and you're here for a reason and a purpose. And I'm telling you, you are more than loved. Because if you don't know it, I love everybody that's on this YouTube. I get a lot of love from all of y'all. Even when y'all hashing me, I still love it. And I appreciate y'all taking y'all time out to say hi to me and everything. I love Diva. So I just want y'all to know that you are loved, you are appreciated, and you are wanted. Even if somebody else in your life may feel like you're not, but you are.
I like that.
And so are you, in my opinion. You are loved as well.
Oh, thank you, sis.
Thank you. I appreciate
Well, let me tell you something. When I was younger, I was going through a lot because I was in school, I was working 2 jobs, and I had babies. And my parents was one of them parents where you get out there and you did it, you got to take care of your responsibilities. And I went through a real depression funk, and I was like, well, maybe my kids would be better off without me because I never saw them. I was always working. I was at school, and I felt like I was neglecting them. And then I had to really get myself some help and and I learned that, hey, I am special. I am wanted in this world. It may be hard lessons that I'm learning. I may be going through my obstacles, but joy come in the morning. Like this trouble don't last always. It's just like a storm. A tornado come in your life, and it may take some stuff from you, but it didn't take you. And so that's what you need to be thankful for. That you're still here. You can get your stuff back. You can take that pain away, but you can't replace yourself once you leave here. So
yeah. Thank you. In my opinion, yes, and we do love you. Okay, because over here we catch the train and not feelings. Denzel, any quick words for somebody that might be going through something and thinking about doing something?
Right. Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to say rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Condolences to his, his parents and his family and his friends. So that I wanted to say that. Like I'm kind of experienced that, myself, you know, I be like stressed out and depressed. You know, it was time. Look, it was times that I wanted to do that myself because in my brain, in my brain, I felt like people didn't care about me. Uh, People would, make fun of me because of my speech problem. They would call me retarded and stuff, and I felt like that nobody cared about me. And so it was times that I wanted to do that, and and I still I still have that still. I still be thinking that still, but I do I do talk to Jesus Christ. I do talk to Jesus, and he's helping me, got me through. I know Jesus Christ loved me. Um, I know my mom passed away, but I know my mom passed away, but I feel my mom is still here with me, and I know that Jesus and my mom don't want me. Don't
Yeah,
I
I'll be right back.
Maya had allergic.
Huh?
Okay. I was gonna say Maya had allergic reaction to EMS.
Diva, you're not muted.
So I'll do on.
Oh my
Only
God.
when you
Okay,
finish.
okay, I'll call you. Okay. I'm sorry, Denzel. You good?
no, everything is okay. No, what I was saying is that you know um
Hey,
I
Diva, when this girl get finished, come back to me.
Okay.
okay. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, so what I was saying was I know that I know Jesus Christ, loves me and he's here with me. And I know my mom is not, I know my mom passed away, but I know my mom is around, and I know my mom don't want me to do something like that. And, you know, this is what I'm gonna say. Uh, don't worry about what people think. Some people are just evil and mean, but you know what, it is some good people in this world. And just remember that, yeah, you loved, and it is people that will care about you. And I love y'all. I love you, Diva Opinion. I love Sebastian, everybody on this panel, everybody in the chat. I love y'all, and just stay prayed up, and just know that Jesus love y'all, and everything is going to be okay. And sorry for my time, Diva. I love y'all, and y'all be blessed.
Yeah, you're fine with your time, Denzel. Before I say something to you, in my opinion, what did you want to add?
Okay, so somebody asked a question in the chat that said, "What happens if your medication isn't working? If your medication is not working, please tell your medical professional right then and there, because that's a big no-no. Your medications, what it does is it levels out your depression, your hormones, so you can function. So if your medication is not working, it's pretty much useless that you're using it. So you need to tell your medical profession so they can either up the dosage or change it, and that's very important. So please do not sit here and go through life using medication that's not working or not helping you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whew. Well, Denzel, listen, we're glad. Anytime you need to call any one of us, you have my number. You have, in my opinion, number. And just know you are loved, and never let
Thank
that
you.
negative thing in your head tell you anything different.
Thank you, Diva.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Love you
And
much.
your mama is still with you, baby. You can't see her, but she's right there with you.
I know. I
Diva,
feel
can
it.
I go?
Thank
I
you.
knocked myself out by accident, if that's okay.
Say that again. Yes, you can, Julius. You can go.
I just want to say that this comes from the help. This goes for everybody, and I had to believe it again for myself. You was kind, you was smart, and you was important. And I also want to add this. There was a time before, because I've been going back to school since the spring of last year. And I always wondered if my grandmother was with me watching. Oh, well, I got my sign all right. And she said, "Boy, you know the assignment. You know what to do. Get it together." And so I just want to say, when you think your loved ones ain't with you, they're there. So don't worry about it, and it's gonna be all right.
Totally agree with you. Thank you, Julius. Felicia, you're up.
Okay, thank you, Diva. Thank you for another wonderful show. My condolences to this family on the loss of their beautiful son, their brother. All losses are heartfelt by someone. I think if we keep that in mind when folks feel that they have no value, they have no worth, they have no purpose, that they remember that they do have one. And if you're not feeling well, please go see a healthcare professional. Please go trust in someone, a complete stranger, it very well may be, to help you along that way. I don't think there's any human on this global earth of ours that doesn't have a moment or a day or a week where they're not feeling great. But I personally have found counseling to be really good. You know, you're going through a little something, you had a loss in the family, you're going through some nonsense at work, you may have been betrayed by a friend, your children giving you some pushback. It's really wonderful to have a trained professional to talk to, and now that you can get right online and do it, you don't have to even go in the office. Just the same way we're here online, you get online and you speak to someone who can help you walk and navigate through those tough times. I just feel incredible sorrow for this family tonight. And to everyone who is on this panel who is sharing, God bless you.
Okay. Leo, you up.
Wow, this really sent me in a place. Me personally, I have dealt with a very close family member that did the exact same thing, but not in the San Francisco Bay, but in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, off of a bridge there, and he had always been troubled. And I hate the fact that he did not know how much he was loved. And I say that because I understand what this family is going through. I send up healing and prayers for the family, for the mother, for the siblings, for the cousins, for the co-workers, the schoolmates that have known him. I hate that mentally you find that to be the solution. Mentally, I hate that a brain would say that this is the solution, because it is actually counter to what the human physiology does. So you have to be in great despair to do this. And I hate it for him. I hate it for his family. And I pray that they can make it through, because this also destroys a family as well. And so we do need to stay prayed up. Like Denzel said, I want Denzel to know that the human spirit that you are has always blessed us, Denzel. So you have never have to feel like you are not loved. You are valuable. Every life is valuable. When we hire people, a lot of times it's people that's looking for a second chance and they own the fringes. And I have to tell people sometimes, these people are valuable too. You don't have the right to disrespect them. You don't have the right to talk down to them. Everyone is valuable. Everyone is valuable to someone.
Definitely.
Everyone is valuable to someone. Don't think because you see them at their worst that is the whole encompass of their life. It is not. It is not. There are people out. He or she was birthed from someone, regardless of whether or not they hear or not. So just keep in mind, try to be kind to people, try to have patience. And I have a hard time with patience, but I work on it daily. Try your best, because you never know what people are going through. Just keep in mind, we are all loved by someone. And if you don't feel like you are loved, I tell you, hold on another night, another day. A stranger will come up to you and be there for you. Hold on another day, another night, another morning, another evening. Hold on. Just hold on. One more time. Just one more time. Just hold on.
Amen to that, Leo.
Yeah, thank you, Leo. Who did not get to speak yet? Go ahead, Wayne.
Me.
I was going to say, because I kind of went through this a couple years ago, with my best friend's son, and I just wanted to say that with family members or people you're close to, kind of keep your eyes open, ears open, because my friend's son actually went out and bought a pow pow. But he told his family, well, I need it because some people mess with me at work. And things just kept going. Nobody, in retrospect, they say 2020 hindsight's 2020 vision. Every single thing was there that he was troubled, but nobody saw it. When we went to his house where he stayed at, it was in the basement. It was cold. It was dreary, and it was. And we found the note that people leave when they unalive themselves, and to read it, it was a whole page. It was just crushing. And come to find out, he was on social media, SoundCloud, and he pretty much said what he was going to do. And exactly the picture he did, just, like that, showing what he was going to do. That's just what he did. And he must have researched it, because I saw the body. I was just, it was just a sad thing, especially when somebody is close in your surroundings, like that village, And he wasn't he had left the state and was in Georgia, but all the signs was there, but nobody saw it. And it was just really sad. So I'm just saying, just keep an eye on your family members, if they want to talk, just kind of see some, even if you have to look it up and see what are some of the signs of people unaliving themselves, and see if, people become withdrawn. Kids don't want to come out the room, or, and just watch the highs and lows, because sometimes they up here and then they down here. You say, how can you go from here to there? And emotional. So that's all I want to say. Just keep an eye on your loved ones and people that's you hold close to you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go, Diva?
Yes, you can.
I was up this way. I had a rough day today, so I need all the prayers I can get right now. I'll just put it this way: one of my family members is in the hospital right now, and I need all the prayers I can get. So I appreciate it, and
We're definitely praying for you.
I thank you for being alive tonight to lift me up, but it's been a rough day.
Okay.
And I could really use some prayer and lifting up right now. So thank you for always being here, everybody. And,
we praying for you.
Hang in there, Dustin. You got it. You got this. Hang in there.
Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate you always being there, Diva. And I hope tomorrow that you guys are live so that I can be here because I canceled my appointment. I canceled my plans after today because I just can't take it very much. So having an awful down day today. So, but tomorrow I'll be back up, and it's just been not a very good day for me.
Well, we're definitely praying for you.
Yeah, we
Thank you.
praying for you. We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
Love you,
It's
Denzel.
moved in this
Love you,
direction
man.
for a
Love
reason.
you, Diva.
So prayers your way. Love you back.
Mhm.
Yeah, everybody's out there praying. Did anyone else want to speak on this situation?
Me, I want to say this.
Mhm.
When you have these thoughts, I want you to remind yourself that the darkest hour only lasts 60 minutes. The darkest one only lasts 60 minutes.
Mhm.
And that you will have much more time where you have times of enjoyment and etc. You'll feel happy in those times.
Thank you for
And
saying
it's
that, Pastor.
important to seek help immediately when you feel this way.
Mhm.
Try to seek help immediately. Because there are many who are rooting for you, who are hoping for you while you have these thoughts. That's it, Dee.
But I do want to say prayers go out to their family. David, prayers go out to the kid's family. This shouldn't end it this way, but I am praying for that.
Yeah.
I hope that they start to heal. But it's going to take a long time.
Yeah. All right. We're praying for our D's. We're praying for Dustin and Denzel. Um, yes, we're praying for both of y'all.
Thank you.
Prayers. Anybody else want to speak that I might have missed?
Yeah, because
I do want to say
sorry.
this, though, Diva. I feel like people carry too much weight, right? They carry the weight of the world, the
Mhm.
weight of responsibility, the weight of pressure for family expectations, and the
Mhm.
things that we think that are really important. They're not. They're
Mhm.
really not. They're
Mhm.
really not that important. Whatever things that you think in your mind that is telling you that you don't have value, those things are not real. They're not real. You do need to seek out help. I don't care if it's a professional, a priest, a minister, a friend, a sibling, parents. Reach out. The things that you think, and I know this from personal experience, I do know things that you think are so heavy, and they probably are heavy things, but it's not enough for you to think that you're not valuable.
Mhm.
And if your mind is telling you that the way out of the pain is not being here, your mind is telling you false things. It's
Mhm.
wrong.
Mhm.
It's
I do
wrong.
agree with you.
so Diva, the screen shifted and I got pushed to the bottom, and I know you're over on time. Can I
Oh,
go?
absolutely. Yeah, don't worry about it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Um, I'm. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
I'm going to use this time to remind everyone that college is hard work, especially at these prestigious universities. And I think in modern day, a lot of people have um, minimized the diligence it takes to be successful in college, especially when we're talking about young people. The acceptance rate for Cornell University, which is where I believe this young man went, is
Mhm.
8.7%. 8.7%. This ain't no play college. And I'm saying this in reference to the stress of it all. Too many people are paying for GPAs and walking across the stage in a cap and gown with a 4.7 GPA, and they can't even tell you the key concepts of the last course they took. You can't just skip class at every college or submit half completed work and still get credit because the school is trying to push kids through to hike up their completion rate. I don't care what you see on Instagram and TikTok. It's so many people just cheating on their tests and homework. But there are real kids and adults. It's not just kids going to college, it's adults too who are trying to improve their life and better their circumstances, who really take this seriously, who not only have to complete college coursework, but they have to work at the same time. They have to work at the same time. And for students and adults who take school seriously, these people are under an extreme amount of pressure to succeed. And I don't think that gets enough attention, the pressure to succeed, because success can be scary for a lot of people. And the fear of failure can be overwhelming for some people to cope with, too overwhelming. The fear of failure can be, what I've experienced, can be equivalent to heartbreak or alcoholism. It could be incapacitating. Some people can't even get out of the bed because it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? How am I going to? All of my parents have spent all this money on college. There's so much pressure on me. What if I can't do it? I'm not getting the job offers I'm looking for. I'm not getting the salary offers I'm looking for. It's so much that goes into it. And what I want people to take away, because I know we want to end on a high note, the fear of failure is false evidence appearing real, okay? And hindsight is 2020. In order to view the hindsight, you have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing through to the other side, because all things are working together for your greater good, even when you cannot see it. That is true. And when we see these key parts of our text from our spiritual books, we have to be still and know. When people are feeling anxiety, depression, or grief, they should contact a professional. And if you're in college, 9 times out of 10, no matter what university you attend, there are resources available to you for free. Okay, and it's nothing to be embarrassed about. These people are trained and have resources to offer you. At my university, there was a certain part of the budget which was allocated to survivors or people going through hardship, but because not enough people reported hardship, that money was reallocated elsewhere, and the following year, that part of the budget was decreased. So we have to make sure we're utilizing these resources, and if you're unsure, just ask somebody. Ask somebody, because people will tell you or they'll point you in the right direction. A lot of people feel like my issues are not that deep or severe enough for me to see a counselor, but you have to push through and realize you are worthy of our ears and our eyes. You are deserving of help, and you are worthy of acceptance, forgiveness, and a second, third, fourth, fifth, 100,000th or millionth chance. Be selfish and aggressive in getting the resources you seek, because you are deserving of healing. And if you keep pushing, you will uncover your breakthrough. Steady the course.
Ooh, I love that. If you
And
keep pushing,
every state has a place where you can go and get yourself together if you need it. I would suggest that you call 411, because it's the only thing that I know that's nationwide that you can call and get those information. But it is help out there for everybody in every state, every 51 states that's out here. It's help in all of them.
yeah. And I want to circle back to E-words. I lost it for a second there. I hope I can bring it back. But you're worth your breakthrough. I like the word is better, but I like the words that you use. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Because you belong here, and joy does come in the morning. And know this. Come on, Keisha. Wasn't that a good word? I will say this. This is what I always tell people, like, just no matter what you do in this world. I met this lady like throughout my work career, right? And they kept pushing her like to do another job. And she said, but I like, they call it different names now, secretary, administrative assistant. She said, I like being a secretary, and this is what I want to do. So also, no matter what it is you want to do in life, don't let nobody talk you out of it or make you think that you should be doing something different or want something more. You know what I mean? If you work at Starbucks and you love it and you can pay your bills, stay at Starbucks. If that's what you want to do. A lot of time we get pressured into doing other things for different reasons, and it's not what makes us happy. If you want to go to cosmetology school and not college, go to cosmetology school.
I went to college and cosmetology school, Diva.
There you go. Boom.
Didn't work at college, went to cosmetology school, and I've been doing hair ever since. Not getting paid per se, but I love hair, so I've been doing it.
Right. And you know what? You know how people joke around, if I had another life, I would go into fashion. You know, but I'm just saying to people, take the path you really want to take, because it's probably going to lead to you having a nicer and healthier and happier life. The money will always come. It will come. So I thank y'all for this conversation. I thank y'all for pivoting with me, right? We had to pivot. We can always add the other conversations on, to another show. And Jay, I want you to know I did see your comment. I didn't want to disrupt someone from speaking, but glad you're still here and praying for you too. Yes, stop living up to other people's expectations. Do you? That's the best thing we can say tonight, right? Is do you. Be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. And your family members will come around. Now, I don't like, sometimes when I give references, I don't mean I like everything that they do, because nobody likes everything that one person does. But what I do like about Diddy is he started out in college, but then he knew what he really wanted to do, and he left. He left. And he believed him himself. And look where he is today. Now, he did some stuff along the way, but y'all get what I'm trying to say.
Who did you say? What name did you?
Diddy.
Oh.
Yeah, listen, nobody has like this perfect, clean path, right? Some is worse than others, but I'm not even gonna go there with that. But I'm just saying, I like the people, follow your dreams. I will say this, people, too. I've done a lot of stuff, and y'all know I've been to almost every talk show that is in New York City. I was at the Dr. Oz. I went to Dr. Oz show a lot of times. Now listen, I don't know this man personally. Smart man, though. Smart man, and definitely in a very good, prestigious doctor, right? And and had a nice talk show too. But I went there one time to do like this exercise system with him, and that's me over there in the black. Y'all know I love my black. But I was there. But I've been to his show several times. Smart man. And then when he decided to go into politics, he tried to really transfer his show to his daughter, because she had this cooking thing that she did. It didn't last long. But
Daphne Oz.
Yeah, he tried to pass it on to her. And before, when he knew he was preparing to leave, he did bring her on several segments of his show. He allowed his daughter and the other people that she was doing the show with come up on the show and do the thing. But I did several shows with Dr. Oz. Been to his shows plenty of time, and he's a good person. I met Billy Blanks that day that I was on this particular show, but I can go back. I mean, I've been to the show several times. Tamron Hall show too. I actually did a little speaking thing on the Tamron Hall show. I don't know if I can find that video. If I ever find it, I will pull it up. But I think what in life too, have fun. Have fun. Give me 1 second. Have fun. And you know what? In everybody's area, Google the stuff that's free. You can do a lot of great things with no money. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to keep it 100. The reason why I go to a lot of those talk shows, because the tickets is free. And then me and my friends just go have lunch afterwards. We went to a whole outing, darn near free, and then we just go buy our lunch. Google what's free in your neighborhood. Meet people. Join groups that do things that you like to do. You like to read, you like to walk, you like to whatever. Join groups. Be involved with people.
I love sports, so I'm in a lot of
We
sports
way
groups.
over time, y'all. I love y'all. Dustin, did you want to say something before I close out?
Yeah, can I do a shout out to Tamron Hall show? Her season 5 premiered yesterday, and I'm going. She does an awesome job, so I hope she has a good season. This season, I'm a big fan of talk shows, kind of like Diva. So I watch all the talk shows that I can. But
yep, there you go. Yes.
yeah.
So watch this season. And yes, in my opinion, I meditate at night every night before I go to bed. I meditate. And listen.
Well, I have to meditate in the morning and at night, and I do affirmations throughout the day. And you can put those things on those little sticky notes, put it on your mirror, your door, whatever, so you can remind yourself to, to love yourself, to appreciate your surroundings. That hey, you are better than most. It's a lot of people that don't have nowhere to stay, don't have no food on the table. Be thankful for what that you do have. You're not gonna always have it all, but just be grateful. I'm praying for everybody that's in the chat that's saying they need a prayer, that's been going through anxiety. Just know you're not alone. These feelings you're not alone. I promise you're not. I deal with it a lot. I'm telling you, if you need help and you don't know how to get that help, I put my email in the chat. Anybody's more than welcome to reach out to me, and I will help you best I can. And I'm always on it. So if you need help and you don't know how to start it, please reach out to me. I will direct you to the path that I can find for you in your state.
Thank you, in my opinion.
Amen.
Appreciate
Amen.
you. 48 TCOs. He said, okay, Diva, but he's still racist. Love you. That's all I'm gonna say. Love you.
I love 48 TCO.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. That's why I'm just saying love you. I ain't even gonna mess around. But listen, guys, I truly appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Everybody that hung with us to the end, because we gonna start. This train is gonna be running for 90 minutes from now on.
90 minutes only.
90 minutes.
2 minutes tops for each speaker.
I love y'all. I love y'all. Great show. See you next time. Bye, everybody.
Love you, Diva. Love y'all. You have a blessed night.
Bye, Diva.
Bye.
Bye.